Fight and Talk back again, and today I am delighted to be joined by the UFC's newest signing, Mr. Harry Hardwick. Harry, what a week it's been for you. What was it, Tuesday you got the call? But first of all, just how nice does that sound to now hear Harry Hardwick, UFC fighter?
It feels right. It feels like it's what it should be. I don't know. It's odd. It's set in really quickly, and I just feel like I'm where I'm meant to be. Like obviously, the initial call on Monday night was a bit fucking mad, and then yeah, like the very initial, but then I've sort of dialed in. Now I've got a job to do. I've got a tough fight, but a fight I definitely think is in a lot of ways favourable for me stylistically. Well, I'm just gonna go smash this guy now. I'm just enjoying myself.
I know, of course, George is hopefully now going to be fighting next week, so you were sort of in camp with him, helping him train. But we've spoke for years now, and you've always been a big advocate of not blowing up after a fight, getting way above your weight. I know, obviously, this isn't lightweight because you've taken it on literally days' notice. But how much do you think, as well, this is testament, and especially for these young ones coming up, that it shows, look, if you stay around the weight you should be fighting at, stay around what you want, these opportunities like this will just appear.
Yeah, I just think staying at like a healthy weight and then just making sure like you can't always be in like fight camp shape.
Yeah.
That's somewhat a bit different. But then a lot of fight camp is kind of making sure you stay in a physical state of readiness while also losing a huge amount of your body weight. I've not had to do the huge amount of body weight losing, so I'm just in this sort of, I've been sparring, I've been rolling with good people, I've been training hard, so yeah, I don't really have to think about much. I've just got to go in there and scrap this guy. It's weirdly liberating. I don't feel a thing on my shoulders. I feel nothing.
I know you've spoke about it with the UFC, and they put a piece out today, I think, or Cage Warriors did at least, where you were going over the week. But just for maybe for those who haven't seen it, just can you give us a brief overview of how this week has looked for you?
Well, Monday morning, did a bit of pad work, held fucking loads of pads, did a 1-to-1, finished all that, got a chicken tikka naan wrap from Aldi and a protein shake. Got home, like more reasonable food, like yogurt and coffee and stuff. Went to the gym. George taught the 5 o'clock class. Abdul taught the 6 o'clock class. I was all right, it's my turn. Like I was mentally preparing in my head to teach the 7 o'clock class. But when I got the news that first EM had pulled out, I sent news articles, like screenshots of that, to my manager, and just like, look, I'd fight at lightweight. Like, if I get asked or if my name gets brought up, I would fight at lightweight. And I did have a watch of Fernandez while I was sat in the gym while George was teaching. I was just like, okay, yeah, blah blah blah. I'll do this, yeah. And then just didn't think much of it. I start warming the class up, get the shadow boxing going, go over my phone just to actually check the time really. And then I look and I'm like, oh, I have some texts from my manager and a missed call. All right, George, you just take the rest of what's going on. Answer the phone. My manager's just like, so you definitely would fight at lightweight? I'm like, yeah, of course I would. And he's like, welcome to the big show, brother. And it was just a bit like, I don't know, I was doing some like autistic stimming, kind of like jumping up and down on this fucking box. And started crying a bit. Then I had to be like, hang on, no, I've still got training to do. At some point during this phone call, like me and George locked eyes. He knew right there. And then I just jumped back on the mat. I just wiped tears off my face and then just got back to doing what I was doing. Yeah, it was a bit of a strange one. And then like I was like sweating profusely. There was fucking moments where my legs went all jelly. Then there was moments where I was like struggling not to actually kill the training partner I was with during drills. you know, like it was a bit of an odd one, but then like the emotions kind of balanced. Then after I finished training, I see I've got many messages and missed calls about all the shit I have to do now. So I quickly nip out, go on the phone, realize I've got medicals, I've got a physical exam to sort. I've got an EKG or ECG or whatever the fuck it's called to sort out. I need to get an ophthalmologist appointment, which is like the step up eye test from someone very qualified. That guy was sound as fuck, to be fair. Um, and then I'm in a situation where I'm like, oh, I need to bring someone with me tomorrow. It can't be George because he's this late in fight camp.
Yeah.
Uh, Luke Squeaky Westwood was just laid down on the floor after sparring. And we were kind of discussing it. And I was like, Luke, would you be all right coming? He was like, yeah, sound. Because again, he's been a main training partner for all of the title fights, and we hold pads for each other like every week. It's a good fit, and he's just fun to have around. Big Keith. Found out his middle name's Keith this trip, so he's Keith. But yeah, then me and Keith met up at the train station on Tuesday morning. Went to London, then had to be fucking here, there, everywhere. I had to have my eyes googly, had to do whatever, this, that. Fucking had to, I'm going to make the money back, but each of the tests and what have you were expensive, especially considering the short notice that I've had to book them on. Got the Eurostar Wednesday morning, did me bits of media and what have you. Got my first UFC photos with the wrong colour shorts that don't have my name on it because my fight shorts aren't actually here yet. Or they weren't here yet. I'm assuming they're here now. No haircuts. And obviously I'm up a weight class, so I'm not as ripped as I would like to be. Got a t-shirt, tan and everything. But hey, I'm here. I can enjoy myself. Nasruddin Imovov's barber has sorted us out. Good trim. Obviously expensive because it's Paris city centre, but good trim. But yeah, I'm just here now. I've made weight. I've done my shakeout. I've refueled. I've still got a bit more scrambling to do, but I'm here and I'm gonna like make the most of the opportunity. I'm gonna capitalize on this.
I know you said obviously, of course, it's been a chaotic week for you. But what's this week been like for you? This first experience as a fighter around the UFC staff, the backroom staff, and everything like that. Just what's that UFC experience been like?
Oh, all the staff are sound as fuck. There's tons of free shit you get. So, like, obviously, I'm a Borough lad through and through, so I'm fucking buzzing about free shit. Got, like, loads of clobber. Like, these things that the post-weigh-in drinks come in. I'm fucking taking this on. And some supplements and all kinds of shit. But, yeah, it's been sound. All the staff are really sound. Very, very tightly run ship. Very impressed. And yeah, and because I am quite a foodie. The chef who works for the UFC PI, who does all the meals and stuff, give that man a raise. Give that man a fucking raise. Like everything I've had's been banging. Like obviously, a lot of it was cold steak because I just couldn't be asked going down to the microwave.
Yeah.
But like there was this tomato oil thing with it. There was this pesto. There was this fucking. The bolognese I had earlier was great, and then I just had some like Hawaiian chicken thing. And like, how in the fuck is chicken in a plastic tub that's with rice staying so juicy and tender, even once I've nuked it in the microwave? What's going on there? What kind of magic brining procedure has been happening? I'm assuming it's a brine.
You touched on it before, Harry. Cage Warriors, of course. You were the Cage Warriors featherweight champion. Now to reflect on your time with that promotion, you went through the promotion unbeaten. Just how fondly do you look back on those years in the yellow gloves?
I was mint. Like some of those fight trips, like my own fights or Connor and George's or being here, there, and everywhere. Like some of the best times of my life, and I've still got more of that to come. Yeah, we'll definitely be producing more Cage Warriors fighters out the gym. Obviously, going to be at Cage Warriors in Newcastle next week.
Yeah.
Um, you know, so yeah, it's just mint. Like I'll, I'll always I'll always look back fondly on it. Like definitely, and like I'm currently trying to like. I know this is going to sound daft, but like after the last fight, it was a bit like down. I don't know, because of the way it ended, and George, got beat
Yeah.
as well. But I was kind of just a bit like down on the bit, like, oh, yeah, cool, cool. I don't know why I was being so negative about it. It's such a cool thing to have the Cage Warriors title. I was just being an ungrateful little fuckwit. But like, just a sort of opportunity came up where it looks like I'm buying a house soon, and like the three title fights in the same financial year
Yeah.
has put me in a fucking mid position for that. So like, and then obviously it set me up with this. Like genuinely, that belt and being in that promotion is like made my life so much better. So I got a lot of thanking to do to Cage Warriors, but yeah, I can sort that out next week. I don't know, if I get a bonus, I'll buy all the staff palmos. No, actually, don't have that on my phone. There's fucking loads of staff members.
Yeah, since the news has come out as well, like it's been nice to look on the social media and just see people, just the amount of support, but genuine support as well, and just how happy people are for you. People that may have been at your first fight and not seen you fight for a while, newer fans who've just joined the Cage Warriors journey, and especially that Northeast scene. How nice! Don't get us wrong. I know your phone would have been going mental, but have you seen many of them comments? And how nice is it to know that you've got that support?
It is nice and it's reassuring, but I've probably not seen even
Yeah.
half of it at this point. Like, I know it's going to sound a bit weird, but I'm kind of sick of going on Instagram and just seeing my own face because it's like some new thing that I've been tagged in or whatever. Like, it's part of it. It's fucking mint. Um, yeah, like it does spur us on, but but I can't get bogged down in it. It's like as much as I want to sit here and reply to everyone, like I've got a job to do, and that would fucking absolutely frazzle my brain right now. So I'm just at some point I'll make a point of sitting on my phone and trying to reply to as many of the messages and well wishes as I can. But like typically, I have my phone on vibrate. I had to turn it off vibrate because I was just like my phone was just the battery was just dying. Um, it was fucking nuts to be fair, but hey, I'm here. I'm T-Side's first fucking UFC fighter. It's fucking off it.
But when you look at that as well, what this year marks 10 years since he turned pro back on, was it Combat Challenge gone back way back? Yeah,
Combat
Combat
Challenge
Challenge.
Northeast.
Yeah,
I can't remember. It was in the Headlands in Hartlepool. I might
yeah.
like. I might nip back. I don't know on Sunday night or something. Just get me missus to drive because I'd probably be frazzled and just go have a look at the venue or maybe pro debuting.
But for that, when you think it's a decade in the sport now, just the journey now up until this point, what's that been like?
I think I was of a bit arrogant when I was younger. I kind of just assumed it would be way easier than it actually is, and just there's that sort of you could be like the audacity of youth and all that kind of shit. But like I don't know, I was I was obsessed and I was doing a lot, but I don't think I was. It took me a while to learn what the real fucking graft is of this sport. Um, and obviously, there's been ups, there's been downs, there's been times where I've been a fucking idiot. There's been times where I've not fought as much as I should have. There's been times where I've thought my career was fucked and done. Like after, because obviously the goal was always the UFC, even in Bellator. But like after the Richie Simone fight, I sat there thinking I've got 5-3 record. I'm 26 or 25, or I'm just turning 26. I'm never going to fight in the UFC. What the fuck? I'm here now. Well, it's like obviously I had to fucking I had to work really hard
Yeah.
behind the scenes to make this happen as well. It wasn't just my fighting that fucking did it. But that is the game, and I'm hoping the learning from the mistakes I've made means as a coach, people don't, none of my students have to fight pro for 10 years before they get here.
Finally, then, Harry, look, I'm conscious of the fact, obviously, in about 24 hours, you will be making that first walk to the UFC octagon, so I don't want to keep you too long. But what can fight fans expect from that Harry Hardwick performance tomorrow night?
Um, I was about to say borderline, not even a borderline, a reckless lack of self-preservation. um, Big, swingy, flaily hands that just sort of fire out a lot, and probably lots of bleeding.
Perfect. Look, Harry, away from the questions, away from everything, I've obviously commentated with you now for years. I've known you for years, but mate, genuinely, it's fantastic to see you eventually getting the call up, and it's fully deserved, mate.
Thank you very much. Just going to capitalize on it now and fucking get some good performances in my first contract and get a nice second contract that can help us with a mortgage and shit.
Sounds good. Look, Harry, I'll let you go, mate. But again, thank you so much for your time and all the best tomorrow.
No worries. Thank you very much, Jake. See you in a bit.
Cheers, mate. See you later.
See you next week at some point, yeah.